definitely a God thing that led me to the place I'm at now.
Yeah.
We actually went viral my freshman year. We went up to Nebraska, and the bus broke down.
Were you screaming at any point?
No.
You're not a loud person.
No,
So.
not at all.
I know guys that
Good.
they cram it in the bottom of the bus. I'm like, it just cringes me. I'm like, come on, man.
Guys, welcome to All Sports Best. Today we have two special guests with us, two college baseball players who actually played here in Carlsbad for the Cavemen a couple years ago. Today's podcast is sponsored by Lucky Bull Grill. We appreciate them. Open Monday through Saturday. So go and check them out. Great drink selection and incredible food as well. Guys, welcome. I've got Jeff Mathis with the USW shirt on over here, and I've got Ashton Whiteaker. Jeff plays at the University of Southwest as a Mustang, and we're going to ask him some stuff about that, a pitcher. And then Ashton plays at Maryville College, the Scots. So I wanted to talk to you guys about your colleges and kind of where you guys have enjoyed so far. Ashton, you've been a little bit of a traveler, right? You played at two colleges now.
Yep.
And totally different places in the United States. So let's start with like your decision out of high school. You went to Luna, played there, played pretty much immediately, right?
Yeah, I did.
So when you made that decision to go there and then move, like what all went into the initial decision and then changing?
So out of high school, Luna was my only offer. So I took it. I just want to keep playing. Played almost every game my freshman year. Went back for the fall my sophomore year. Had a decent fall. Wasn't great. And in our exit meeting, my coach was like, "Hey, you're like borderline not even making the travel roster."
Whoa.
So I was like, "Well, I know I can play, and I'm not going to sit around here and like just sit here." So I sent out like 100 emails. Got a couple hits back. Maryville was most interested in getting me like that spring as a catcher. So I went ahead and made that move, and it's been the best decision I've made. Like I love it.
What was the time frame between, hey, you're probably not going to be on the travel, and you're here? Like you're signed, you're here in person?
I went to a visit to Maryville Thanksgiving break.
Okay.
And I committed in early December. So
wow,
basically a month.
Wow.
That's insane. Okay, so that's quite a quick decision. 100 emails. How'd you do that?
I just went through a list of like the areas I wanted to. There's a website, and it's like D3, NAI, all that stuff, and just scattered out a bunch of emails
and
for
the Scots.
Right.
Any like what do you know about Scots?
So my best understanding is we're named after our founder, Isaac Anderson. He was a Scots Irishman.
Okay.
So I think that's where the mascot comes from. And then it's just like a Highlander, like with sword and in the high country.
It's pretty cool.
It is. I like it.
Yeah, it's really neat because it's unique. I don't think there's any other. There's no mascots I've heard of.
Yeah, I haven't heard of one.
So you're rocking your gear today. That's team colors, and then that's just kind of like the.
Yeah, so my coach makes these hats, DeVille.
Oh,
that's his company, so we all the baseball players kind of rock them around campus, and kind of cool.
Smart plug right there.
That is a good plug.
I should have taken on that, right? Jeff, over at the University of Southwest over in Hobbies, so you're an hour away from Carlsbad. What went into the decision to getting over there?
So my senior year, played good when we won state. That was probably the best memory I've had in my high school career, but wasn't really planning to go play baseball. I was actually going to go to state and just go to school and get my degree and pursue what I wanted to do. But actually, like a month or so into the summer, it was around late July, I actually got a phone call from Coach Appel, which is our coach at University of the Southwest. And he called and said, was I interested to even come for a workout? So got to go down, went on a workout, got signed, which was really cool. And it was just a super quick 3-day thing. And I was like, what's going on? But it was really cool. And I'm glad I took the opportunity. And now I'm here going into my third year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
okay, so you were
super quick.
You had no intention.
No intention. Yeah. I mean, we won my senior year in early May, middle of May. Went and went to senior trips like to Omaha and went with Grant and Brandon to Hawaii, and I was doing college, and I was already going to orientation at state. I was already planning to go.
Holy
Like
smokes.
we had everything, and I played one last summer ball tournament with Coach Magaha actually before he was the Carlsbad coach.
Oh, that's cool.
Played with him and just thought it was my last go around, and yeah, sure enough, it led to me getting the scholarship and getting signed. And
You had a good outing with ABA, or what was that?
it was Four Corners actually
Four Corners,
for
okay.
Magaha, yeah, and it was I threw like a 5-inning no hitter, and yeah, it just seemed to work out, and definitely a God thing that led me to the place I'm at now.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Okay. Yeah, not a bad way to get seen. Right?
No, it was awesome.
And
yeah.
how tall are you? Because I feel like that's a big part of like how you get down on like through the ball and stuff like that. So tell me like some of the things that they really liked about.
So they liked how, I mean, I was out of high school. I was like probably 6'2", 6'1", 6'2", but I was really skinny, super skinny. And then going into college, I was probably about a 150-ish. And then that fall and winter, I put on like 25 pounds, and then did it again this summer. So now I'm up to like 200, about 6'3", 6'4". So
I was gonna say you've gotten taller.
yeah. I've gotten a little taller since high school, and it's
crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm about 6'4" without shoes on. So it doesn't hurt being this tall.
No, not at all.
It's definitely helped gain velo, gain energy, and that mass to keep on pitching throughout the game. So it's been cool.
I want you guys to both speak on your training facilities and your like where you guys play, because both of you have really cool places that you're playing at, right? Like, I know for you, it was like state of the art locker room and stuff like that, right? What is it like playing in something like that?
So we have, I mean, in my opinion, it's a D1 locker room at a D3, so it's awesome. Like, I mean, nobody around us has a locker room like that, so that's awesome. Big recruiting factor for recruits. But
Yeah.
Our field, we were founded in like 1819.
Whoa.
So it's been like we've been playing there for a long time. So there's a lot of tradition that goes on. It's really cool to be a part of. And then we have covered cages. We have 2 cages that are covered. And then our weight room is pretty nice. We have, I think, 10 racks, and we usually split up position players and pitchers when we lift. But we have some really nice facilities all the way around.
I've seen stuff and it looks really cool.
Yeah.
So, and that's in Tennessee.
Right.
Yeah. And then over in Hobbs, what about y'all's facility?
Our field, best field I've ever played on, especially in like our conference and stuff. I mean, our coaches take really good care of it. I mean, that's like after practice, we got jobs. We ball bust them out, get them done to take care of our field. So it's really nice. Our field's on campus, so it's really cool. Students come over during the games. We're blasting music. So yeah, it gets fun. It gets rowdy there. So yeah, we love playing there. It's fun.
Awesome. Wait, isn't it a turf field?
No, we got it's all grass. Yeah. So
okay.
our head coach mows it like every day, sometimes twice a day. Our head coach or our assistant coaches and our teammates, we all have jobs. We all make sure there's no weeds growing, no grass growing where it's not supposed to. Yeah, it's definitely sometimes tenuous, but
yeah. Well, I was gonna say like with turf being such a big like surface for a lot of different fields, there's not as much pride in fields anymore. Whenever we played here in Carlsbad, you guys played turf, right? But whenever we played, we had to like take care of it the same way, and it was like, oh, this sucks. But then it's like if somebody talks about your field, you're like, hey, chill out. Like that's my field.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
that's how I feel.
You guys have a phenomenal facility, and you guys get to be like proud of it too.
Right. No,
that's
it definitely makes you more proud. Like we do the mounds. We make sure the mounds are good every day. Make sure the infield's set, outfield's good. So yeah,
it's kind of fun to learn about like the construction of a mound.
Yeah, super
like there's
cool.
more than people think. Oh, it's just dirt and there's a slope to it. It's like no, you got to get the clay and the conditioner, and it's pretty cool.
It is cool. I love building the mounds. Yeah.
What about you guys? Do you take care of anything at home plate, or is it all turf?
The catchers are responsible for the behind home plate.
Okay.
So we every game we're out there tamping it before the game, getting it all set, and I mean there's a lot of pride that goes into like that's my spot, and it's gonna look nice for us.
Are you a digger when you go up to the plate to hit?
I'm not.
No,
I don't.
After working on it yourself, you're like, nah, keep that nice.
Yeah, it actually like even we'll tamp it before practice sometimes, and guys will step in and dig, and I'm like, Come on.
I hate to see it. I know. Pitchers too,
That's
right?
how it is.
The landing spot, when your landing spot is just off of the other guys, and it's like, oh.
It'll be the second inning and it's already dug in. It's like, how's this guy just got a shovel out here somehow? Yeah.
Yep, exactly. All right, so I wanted to know, like I said, you guys both played for the Cavemen throughout your career. Jeff, you played in Carlsbad your whole high school career.
Life, yes.
Ashton, you came from Las Cruces,
Right.
and then you came down here for your senior and junior year?
Just my senior year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So I wanted to know, what was like one thing that you can remember, that maybe one or two things that you took from Carlsbad into college and it's kind of stuck with you?
Well, one of the factors when I decided to move here was I knew like I wanted to play in college. So the opportunity to move to Carlsbad came up, and I was like, well, next year when I'm going to college, I'm going to have to compete for a spot. So I went in with the mindset that, like, these guys have been here. I'm the new guy. Coming to my senior year, like, I have to work and earn my spot quick. So I think that helped me a lot going into college. And then here, just being a one-school town, and everybody like supporting the Cavemen.
Yeah, it's a baseball town for sure.
It was an awesome experience, and like one of the best moves I ever made coming here.
Cool. Yeah. No, you definitely earned your spot quick. That was and you played what, every single inning, I think? Like it was close to something like that. I think you were pretty torn up at the end of the year. Like every single inning. Jeff, what about you?
I agree. I think when my uncle played, my uncle played here, so grew up in the stands all the time. So I think just seeing that and the dedication it took. I mean, probably one of the most storied programs in the state. So it's a good thing when you have that C on your hat and you're able to say you're from Carlsbad, and it means something and you've worked for it. So I think having that opportunity and just having that to show, I think it's really cool. And
sure.
I love being from Carlsbad, so definitely love repping it.
Perfect. All right, so let's see. What is the biggest adjustment you had to make from high school to college baseball?
I think one of the biggest ones, especially at JUCO, was the travel. I mean, there are times at Luna, you go to school all week, and then you get up Saturday morning, drive 2 to 3 hours, play a doubleheader, drive back. And most of the time, we'd get up Sunday, drive back up there, play another doubleheader, drive back, and then you have class at 8 a.m. the next day. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, the JUCO ground is real, and like you learn very quickly that it's a job, and you just gotta go with the punches. And
do you have any JUCO stories? Like, you've seen the JUCO stories, like it was flooding and we still went out and practiced, or anything like that?
We actually went viral my freshman year. We went up to Nebraska, and the bus broke down.
Oh, I remember this.
12-hour bus ride. Bus broke down before our game Saturday morning, and we had to walk to the field. I mean, there's videos of us crossing a creek.
Yep.
And we went viral for it. And
that's awesome. Who videoed it? Somebody just...
All of our teammates had their phones out.
Yeah. How far was the walk?
It wasn't that far. I think it took us maybe 30 minutes to walk there, but with all the gear and stuff.
Yeah, with all as a catcher, I can imagine that you had the brunt of it for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and what about you? Your adjustment?
I would say just time, just getting your time correctly on waking up early in the morning. You're going to class, going to weights. If I have a job, so I'm going to the job, then you're practicing until 6 or 7, and on top of school, so you're studying till late hours. So just the things you need to take care of, you got to take care of, and if you don't, you're gonna fall behind, and it's gonna continue to drive you down if you don't have your priorities set straight.
So you have a job in Hobbies.
Yes, sir.
What's your job?
I tutor at the middle school.
Oh, okay.
So they have a little tutoring set up. So I go 3 times a week and go with the kids and do it for about 4 hours a day. So it's a good job. That's cool. It works with my schedule at school, so it's been really great. Don't have to sacrifice too much time, but it's a great way to make money and continue to work hard towards my goals and get stuff done.
My wife's from Hobbs. What's the middle school? I want to see.
Highlands.
Highlands.
Yes, sir. I work at Highlands.
Cool. That's very cool. All right. Can you guys? You told me your most memorable moment off the field, but what's one of the most memorable moments you guys have had on the field in college?
So this year, we won the conference tournament, and that dog pile was, I mean, all the blood, sweat, tears that went into that, and finally getting like on top, that was by far the best memory on the field. But,
Really?
yeah.
There's no fear in a dog pile that somebody's going to break a finger or anything like that?
There was, I was on the bottom. I
Did
mean,
anybody? That seems like the hardest place to be.
Worst place.
It was. There, it got to the point where I was like, all right, everybody needs to let's get off now.
Were you screaming at any point?
No.
You're not a loud person.
No,
So
not at all.
you're just kind of like, well, when you guys get up, whenever you guys are ready.
Yeah, it was. There was definitely a little bit of like, it's time to get up now.
Jeff, what about you?
Memorable, I would say being able to play with TJ is really cool. Being from Carlsbad and some other Carlsbad guys coming soon. So I think that's a cool memory that I won't forget. Or just like my first start or my first save, like either one coming in my freshman year was really cool. Just having that just memory I'm going to have forever, and just that coming as a freshman, which it doesn't happen for many freshmen in college athletics. So it's really cool having that and just never being able to forget it.
So you recorded a save and a start in your freshman year?
Yeah, my freshman
That's
year.
sweet.
And it was actually against both. It was against Wayland in Plainview also. So I got a start in a midweek against them, and like I think 2 weeks later I got the save.
That's
at
cool.
the end. Yeah, I think we were up a ton, and I wasn't expecting, because I threw the weekend before and it was a Tuesday, so I wasn't planning to throw. Usually you don't throw a ton on a midweek if you threw like a Sunday. So I wasn't planning to throw, and it was like 11-7, then it got like 11-9, and so I came in with the winning run on third, and I got the final two outs. So that was really
sweet.
Yeah, it was really cool, and having both of those my freshman year was cool.
Do you have any pregame rituals?
Pre-game rituals, I don't know about pre-game rituals. I'm not a too ritual guy. I think having a consistent schedule for me is pretty good. Getting up early, going to breakfast, making sure my day's going good. I don't have any too crazy things that I do.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way.
Yeah?
Nothing too crazy. I mean,
No superstitions for either one of you?
Not too
Socks.
superstitious.
Nothing?
no.
Really? Eye black? Nothing. Okay. Okay. All right. So how do you like balance what you do? Because you talked about that you've got a job, you've got school, you have baseball and workouts. Because it's almost like two different things. You've got
100%.
baseball workouts as practice, and then you've got like weightlifting stuff, right? So then that's like 3 hours of your day blocked off minimum. Right?
Yeah, by far. Yeah.
How do you do that?
I think
Do
just
you keep schedules, like lists? Like what helps you focus in?
Yeah, with that, I mean, having a set schedule with practice is nice. Having that like lined out for you during the week, so you're like, okay, I know I got weights from 6:30 to 8 all 5 days this week. So I'm like, okay, I know that, have that blocked off. So you have that in your schedule, and then you know you have work, and so having those blocked off. But with me, like with homework, that's probably the main thing that kind of tends to slip away with your time. So I like to write down checklists and have that, so I'm not falling behind, because it is tough. I mean, you know it.
Oh, yeah.
And all three of us have gone through it. So
I don't know if we all had a job though, too. Like that's what's crazy.
It is tough, but it is something that keeps me busy and keeps me from being lazy or not just like sitting around in my dorm or sitting around at the school, instead of like truly getting this and having my priorities set straight with the school and the work. And so it's been a good schedule the last 2 years. So hopefully the future holds the same.
Yeah. Do you keep a schedule of any sort, or
I do. I actually have a planner, and
do you?
Keep mainly for homework. Like keep track of all the assignments, because there's times in the semester and it seems like it's always like everything piles up the same week. But like to have it all written down so nothing slips through the cracks has helped me a lot in college.
That actually reminds me. Did you guys, when you were in school, have to fill out a planner and have it signed by your parents?
Oh, yeah.
Did you have to do
Yeah.
it? Really? So that was still a thing. Did you ever have to do that? No.
Yeah, we had it up
didn't know
until
that.
probably middle school. I think they started to get rid of it in high school. But yeah, we did have to check it out, get that signature at the end. It was nice. My mom was a teacher, so
So she's on hand,
ready to go already. So that was good.
Okay. Yeah, I always wonder, like, was that something that was in my era that was just a short window, or was it pretty wide? But yeah I mean, Okay, cool. Okay, so what is one piece of baseball gear that you can't live without, and why?
I think now that I'm kind of just a pitcher, I think probably just my glove and my bands, I guess, is about the only thing I kind of need to rock with. I don't need a bat or batting gloves or helmet like Ashton, so I'm pretty good most of the time. Just with those.
How do you travel your glove?
So I usually bring a bag that has like my balls and my bands and whatnot, my recovery stuff. But glove always is on the bus with me, no matter what.
Good.
I know guys that
Good.
they cram it in the bottom of the bus. I'm like, it just cringes me. I'm like, come on, man. It's a way more expensive glove than I have, and they're just tossing under the bus, hoping it's good down there. I couldn't do it ever. But yeah, it's on the lap, no matter what. Full time or
Treat her
in hand.
right.
Yes, got to.
What about you?
I feel like as a catcher, I have to go with my cup.
With your what glove?
My cup.
Oh, your cup. Yeah.
But
Very much so.
Besides that, probably, as a hitter, definitely my bat. But
yeah. No, that's 100%. I mean, because have
it's
you
an
ever
important one.
forgotten it?
I haven't, but I've had teammates that have, and you can see the panic in their eyes.
I was gonna say there's some dire consequences for that. I think it's understated. Right. I used to pitch with one on.
Really?
Thinking if there's a comeback, it was after a while I got over it, but I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Because it's like almost for catchers it's not, but any other position it's almost an irrational fear. You know, like unless you're like maybe a third baseman, first baseman sometimes, but like. You know, if you're in the outfield, it's probably not gonna happen. But if it's in your mind, you gotta wear it because your game's done. Yeah. Okay, so that's a good answer, by the way. All right, who were your baseball role models growing up, and have you met any of them? Jeff.
I would say probably my uncle would be like my biggest growing up, just because he played here, then played at UNM, so I got to go. I was at the games all the time, so it was really cool seeing that. And he made me want to go play college baseball, made me want to pursue that. And that's why I think I ended up taking that opportunity the summer after my senior year, was because I wanted to be like my uncle, and it was really cool seeing that.
That is cool.
Yeah, he's a great role model. And then my other one, like my big one when I was little, was Matt Carpenter.
Okay.
Loved Matt Carpenter growing up. That's why I'm a Cardinals fan. I loved wearing number 13 forever. Yeah, I love Matt Carpenter.
I don't know if I've ever heard anybody say that was their favorite player. He's a good player.
Cool dude. And still playing for the Cardinals now. Actually, he signed him back, so I'm pretty pumped about that. Yeah.
How many years do you think he's played? Like 12?
Yeah, have
maybe
to.
Longer?
Maybe more. I remember. He won a World Series in 11, I think, with them. So it's been over at least then. And I don't know if that was his rookie year or not, but yeah, he's been playing for a while.
That's crazy. All right. Ashton, what about you?
So I grew up in a baseball family. My dad, both my granddads, they all played caveman baseball. So, I was around it since I was little and looked up to all three of them. But then, like, big baseball names, being a shortstop when you're little, Derek Jeter.
Mm-hmm.
The Jeter throw and mimicking that when you're 6 years old, he's a big one for me.
Yeah, absolutely. So have you either of you seen them play or met them either way?
I got to watch Carp play once or twice.
Okay.
It was just once at Coors Field, actually, when they played the Rockies. Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah. And you never saw Jeter?
No.
Not even as a owner or a analyst? No, just kidding. All right. So let's see. What are your favorite hobbies when you're not doing baseball? I don't even know if you get time for that, Jeff, so I'm just going to start with Ashton here.
So being in Maryville, we're right at the base of the Smoky Mountains.
Mm-hmm.
So I do go out and explore. I think is really cool, and see new areas. Being halfway across the country, it's all completely new to me. So that's cool. Hunting, fishing, play the guitar a little bit. So.
Oh. Little serenader?
Not much of one, but a little bit.
What kind of music do you play?
It's almost all country.
Country? Okay.
Yeah.
And then over there, it's all country, right?
It is.
They're big. Who's from Tennessee that's big over there? Like Morgan Wallen?
Morgan Wallen's basically from Knoxville, which is 20 minutes from us. So.
Oh, okay. Are there pretty cool concerts around that area? Have you gotten checking out?
I've been to several, especially in the fall when we can only have 16 official practices in the fall. So there's a lot of downtime. So there's lots of opportunities to go to concerts. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then what about you?
During baseball, it's pretty tough. But I love pickleball. Pickleball's
I've seen you out there.
Yeah, pickleball's been a statement. Disc golf, frolf. Yeah, I have a couple buddies from Carlsbad, the Overstreets. We like to go play, and some other guys. We like to go play disc golf. I go if I have like a weekend off. Usually rare, but I'll go to Lubbock and see my girlfriend, see my buddies up there, and we'll go play disc golf, go play pickleball. So yeah, those are probably my two, or golf. Golf's pretty tough. Takes a while, but the other two, I mean, you can bust them out pretty quick in like an hour, play a lot. So those are probably my hobbies.
Sure. Okay. All right. Outside of baseball, what has been your favorite experience in college so far? Something that sticks out.
I feel like I'd have to go with moving halfway across the country.
Really?
Kind of.
And have you ever lived outside of New Mexico?
I have not.
Before this? Okay, so that was a big like culture shock, was it?
It was.
Yeah.
It was a lot different, but I think it was a good move, and it kind of, I guess, a confidence booster when you're 19 years old, move halfway across the country, and then playing baseball and doing well in school and baseball. It's a confidence booster, and it helps you out.
Yeah, you made an immediate impact, so it's not like people were just like, "Oh, who's that guy?" They know who you were, so that's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
What about you?
I would say probably the travel we get to do. Yeah, because being able to travel my last 2 years with the team, it's been really cool. And we got to go to New Orleans and get to go to. I've never been to Louisiana, so got to do that my freshman year and travel all over them. South Texas, West Texas, East Texas. We go everywhere around there. We went to Oklahoma last year, so been cool places and being able to play baseball and get to do that's a really cool thing and see places I've never been before. So,
do you guys get to experience those places, or are you mostly playing and then hotel and then eat?
Most of the time, like on weekend series, you barely play a doubleheader, go to bed, wake up, leave after the game. So it's pretty tough. But when we go to Louisiana on our big trips, we usually take like a 10-day trip. So this year we got to go to New Orleans, and we got to experience a little bit of New Orleans for 2 days, no practice, no nothing. So that was really cool. We went to Bourbon Street just in the morning as a team, so that was cool seeing that. And I wouldn't recommend it by far. It wasn't the best experience.
No, it's kind of, what is it, like dirty or something?
A little dirty, a little stinky, but it was a cool like check mark off the.
Sure.
Get to say I've been, got to go see.
Item,
it was really cool. Some of the guys got to go catch a Pelicans game after one of our games, so got to go do that. It was a really cool experience though.
Yeah. If you could face off against one batter, in your case, Jeff, pitcher, in your case, Ashton, in baseball history, who would it be and why?
It's tough. I would say right now probably Shohei, just to see how far he could hit off me.
You just serve him three.
Yeah, wouldn't be too much of a battle there, but I would love to. Shohei's a really cool athlete, and I think he's great. So I'd love to see him and just see how the ball sounds off that.
Oh my gosh, I can only
could even imagine the crack on that one. Yeah, that would be insane.
Did you see his home run in the All-Star game? It was that's the All-Star game.
Yeah, you see the one he hit the other night out of Dodger Stadium? Yeah, that's insane.
It's crazy.
Insane stuff.
Power like no other.
Yeah.
It's wild. What about you? Who would you want to face off against?
I think I'd have to go Nolan Ryan.
Really? Okay.
Nice.
One of the best pitchers ever. I think, again, it probably wouldn't be much of a competition, but just to see what it was like, I think it'd be awesome.
Yeah. That's one of the most intimidating pitchers in history, I think.
Yeah.
So it'd be kind of like you make him mad or whatever.
Yeah.
Be a little scary.
It would, yeah.
Because I think he threw like 100 miles an hour, but it was before they really knew 100, like for
I
sure.
would have loved to see that. The true stats behind that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like all the stats they bring now, it's they know exactly how many times the ball spin.
Right.
It's
insane nowadays.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to do something called rapid fire. I'm going to ask you guys a question. You just pop it back to me, and then we'll move on. You guys ready for this?
Let's do it.
All right. Best baseball movie of all time.
I'd say Moneyball.
Moneyball, okay. All right.
The Rookie.
The Rookie, okay. And that's the one with Dennis Quaid, right? Where he's a teacher?
Yep.
Okay, so The Rookie.
Nice.
Not Rookie of the Year, to be confused with. Okay, if you weren't playing baseball, what sport would you be playing?
I think I'd have to say football.
Football? Okay.
Yeah.
Did you play it in high school?
I did not in high school. I played when I was little, up until it was tackle.
Okay.
Probably golf. I'd
Okay.
love to be able to truly get some training in golf and be able to play that. Yeah.
is pants above the knees a good look or a bad look?
That's a bad look.
It's a bad look?
in my
I hate it.
opinion.
I think it's terrible.
Yeah.
Any teammates with it?
There's some, especially when they show the skin above the knee.
Oh, that's the worst.
You're like, come on, you got socks, you got the pants, and then you got your kneecap showing. It's not a good look. Not
3
a good
layers just showing. Okay. Favorite MLB team?
The Phillies.
Phillies. Okay.
Look. Cardinals.
Okay. Best glove brand?
Wilson.
Wilson?
I'd say Marucci. I've used Marucci forever, so that's the one.
Okay. Name one of your hidden talents that maybe some people don't know about. Something you're good at.
A lot of people don't know that I have a black belt in Taekwondo.
That's true. Really?
Yeah.
What? When'd you get that?
I got it when I was 16.
Nice.
Wow. So this was okay. Well, now we know who not to
Yeah.
mess with. I didn't know.
Glad
Have you
I'm
ever
friends
been
with them.
confronted
I have not.
and thought maybe you would put that into use? Have you ever thought like you're going to a gas station or something and you're just like, if I need it, it's right here, or you just
Pull it out.
Maybe not necessarily like if I need it, it's right here. But I've always wondered like in that situation if it would like instinct would take over and I'd use it, or if I'd just like panic and freeze.
I was gonna say, like, with training like that, are you mapping out like I'd attack him here, I'd go here, then I'd do this, then bam.
Maybe
Just
like
destroy
when I'm around
You just
teammates
killed
or
him
Yeah.
right there without even looking at him. Right.
with like
God,
teammates and
didn't even get a
stuff, and we're
chance.
messing around with like with boxing gloves and stuff. I could be like, yeah, I would do that different or whatever, but not necessarily in like real life scenarios, I guess.
Are you allowed to do that kind of stuff?
Got weapons.
Boxing?
Yeah.
Like,
he's
I feel like that's
got
dangerous.
2 weapons.
Do you have
right
to
here.
disclose that? Do you have to tell them? Like, hey, I'm a black belt, just letting you know.
I don't, so
Okay, well, geez. If I'm around, I'm going to be like, hey, guys, just in case you didn't know.
Be careful.
That's scary. What about you?
I don't know about hidden talents. I would say I'm pretty good at ping pong. So
Okay.
I was best ping pong player on our high school team. No offense to Nolan Perry. He might have some words to say about that, but
Are you
yeah.
guys the closest in battle?
Yeah, we would go back and forth pretty good. But
Where do you play?
wherever
Is there
the-
places here in town?
We would play at church. Nolan
Okay.
had one. We had them at the house, or we had some all around. So yeah, we'd play a bunch. So that was a main staple.
I accept
for
your
sure.
challenge.
Oh yeah, we got to play.
Let's get it. Okay. Next one is, and last one, best restaurant in your college town.
I'd have to go Rosa's. Rosa's.
Really?
I love
Rosa.
Rosa's. Yeah,
Okay.
that's a. If I want to go somewhere good and not the school, that's definitely where I'm going. Is Rosa's.
Okay. What
I'm
about
gonna
you?
go Chapeline's. It's a street taco place in Maryville.
Okay. And is it like a full restaurant, like truck or
It's a full restaurant.
full restaurant?
Yep.
Very cool. Awesome. All right. So for the final question here today, my question is advice you would go back and give yourself if you could go back in time and maybe just, I don't know, tell yourself something. What would it be?
I feel like I'd tell myself like, don't wait for the opportunities to come to you. Go out and get them. Like the emails I sent out my senior year of high school, I wasn't getting very many looks. But I think if I would have gone out and reached out more and done my own, like forced my hand a little bit, could have had some more opportunities maybe. But I mean, Luna definitely served its purpose, so I wouldn't change anything. But definitely go out and get it if you want it.
Okay. I like that mindset too, by the way. Like, this is maybe what I would think about, but I'm good with what I got. That's awesome. What
Yeah,
about
I like
you?
the seeking out part. I would probably say, as a younger athlete, I would say probably play more sports longer. Because, I mean, I played basketball, played football up until freshman year of high school, and then stuck with baseball, which turned out great on where I'm at because of that. But I wish I would have played more sports and had that more athleticness, I guess you could say,
Sure.
is
Yeah.
the right word for it.
Absolutely. Guys, thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate it.
Thanks
you guys
for
had
having
some
us.
great
Thanks for
answers, by
having
the way.
us.
I learned a lot about both of you, so that's pretty cool. And don't mess with Ashton. I
No,
guess is
no.
really the main thing we need to know about this. All right. Thank you guys for watching the All Sports Best podcast, sponsored by Lucky Bull Grill. Come and check it out. Open Monday through Saturday.